Jamaica-bred entertainment. Introspection, the human condition. Born and bred as a daughter of Eve, my mind was fed with preconceived notions and beliefs. Religion was tradition, the way of the man. We weren't made to question, but to follow demands. And isn't that the crux, wherein sin was an influx, blind, woeful ignorance, leading Adam and Eve to their descent, because they submitted without asking any questions. They committed without understanding to some extent. For the day you eat of the tree, you shall surely die. Perhaps the difference here made was asking the question why. And maybe, just maybe, their eyes would have been open a tad, enough to know the severity of rebelling as they had. For you will be like gods, knowing all things, never to die, but to thrive and live. But knowledge is rendered useless if not applied with precision. Without wisdom and discernment, knowledge is indoctrination. The great controversy will continue to rage as down the prophetic clock ticks towards the final stage. For what we think we know is folly to the divine. Faith in this case is necessary. In truth, we are all blind. Whatever we wholeheartedly believe, we receive in good faith. And whatever we perceive, we can only hope rings true. In the end, though, there can only be one truth. Our broken systems and traditions only further convolute the truth. This waning world is not concerned with sober thinking or anything which burns, and the truth scorches, it incinerates all programming. A resplendent ruby enterprise, chaired by bourgeoisie lies. For what is reality but that which is made real? Our minds are controlled by the truths the elite deems their greatest tools of manipulation, but to name a few: mass media and music, religion and school. To chart our way forward, our minds must be our own. The truth must be pursued. As subscription continuously renewed. Do not be complacent in your own warped world. Weigh every matter in the instant the knowledge was learned. Be your own critic, be your own judge. At all times be vigilant, and for no one budge. Granted, each has a different solution to combat the woes of life. For the world its grand delusions, and religion pain ties. I believe mankind are doomed to repeat their wretched gloom. History can attest we are our own tombs. As for my enlightened beliefs, the philosophies of men always fall short. No pastor, pope, or rabbi can give me all life's answers. Indeed, no one has all life's answers. So the serpent lied. No one has truly thrived, and Adam and Eve did die. But the elite contends the opposition. You can succeed for a blood-spattered price. They themselves are religious, religiously disguised. This world is a dark, dreary place, the precursor to perdition. Our reality is like a realm of nightmarish dreams, a queer blend of contradictions, where man's laws are always changing, like the seasons now unbalanced. Even thus, fall is almost ended, winter is coming. The dead already walk before us, the spiritually undiscerning. The Lannister elite mans the Iron Throne, and a false Daenerys is about to deceive the proletariat. Born and bred as a daughter of Eve, my mind was fed preconceived notions and beliefs. But one day I was jarred awake and tragically struck down my sight, prying open my spiritual eyes, bestowing me insight. Physical vision is a distraction, one that costed Eve. Foreseeing the fruit delicious, she plucked and did eat. Ignorance is a hazard, but appearance is deceptive. Knowledge doesn't make us gods, it makes us look like gods or frauds. We are not gods, we are human. To seek life's answers, understand we have limitations, and whether you choose to fight for House Stark or Targaryen, be certain of your beliefs and the premises on which hinge those beliefs, because the resolution is probably what you least expect. Sometimes we overcompensate and wind up with regrets. Be humble and be wise. Be willing to unlearn the lies. Easier said than upheld. Sadly, it's the world in which we dwell. Instant gratification seems more appealing. Fame and fortune is fleeting. Knowledge has the appearance of power, but without wisdom will sour. The spirit of this age will wither away. Another will waltz in to take its place. And when your ashes are pelted by the winds, what for the posterity will remain? Shift the focus from being self-seeking, sow the seed that others could water and reap. Break the chains of the human condition by awakening those who have fallen asleep.